The book of Joshua tells a powerful story of faith, courage, and victory. It is a tale that has been passed down through generations, inspiring countless individuals with its message of hope and divine promise. After 40 long years of wandering in the wilderness, the Israelites, led by Joshua, were finally entering the Promised Land. This journey was not just a physical one, but a spiritual odyssey that tested their faith and resilience. This land, flowing with milk and honey, was God's gift to them. It represented abundance, prosperity, and a new beginning. The fertile fields, the flowing rivers, and the lush meadows were a stark contrast to the barren wilderness they had left behind. But there was a challenge. The Promised Land was not an empty territory waiting to be claimed. It was inhabited by strong and formidable enemies who were not willing to give up their land without a fight. Many strong enemies lived in the land. These were seasoned warriors, well versed in the art of war, and they had fortified cities that seemed impenetrable. The Israelites faced a daunting task ahead. God had promised this land to Abraham and his descendants. This promise was a covenant, a sacred agreement that spanned generations. It was a testament to God's unwavering faithfulness and his plan for his chosen people. Now it was time to claim that promise. The Israelites, with unwavering determination, prepared to take possession of the land that was rightfully theirs. They placed stakes in the ground, symbolizing their claim and their faith in God's promise. Joshua was chosen by God to succeed Moses. He was a man of great faith and courage, hand-picked to lead the Israelites into the Promised Land. His leadership was crucial in this pivotal moment of their history. He was a strong and courageous leader, full of faith in God. Joshua's unwavering belief in God's promises and his ability to inspire and rally his people were key to their success. He was not just a military leader, but a spiritual guide. He knew this wouldn't be easy. The path ahead was fraught with challenges and uncertainties. The maps of ancient territories revealed a landscape that was both beautiful and treacherous. Joshua had to navigate through these complexities with wisdom and faith. He knew battles lay ahead. The Israelites had to prepare for war, to fight for their inheritance. The ancient battle scenes depicted the intensity and the gravity of the situation. Every soldier had to be ready, both physically and spiritually. But he also knew God was on their side. This divine assurance was their greatest strength. The serene landscapes with hopeful skies and the people praying together symbolized their collective faith and trust in God's plan. With God on their side, they were ready to face any challenge. In the north of Canaan, a land rich with history and ancient traditions, the kings heard about the Israelites, a people who had emerged from the wilderness with tales of divine intervention. They saw the miracles God performed for them, from the parting of the Red Sea to the manna that fell from the heavens. Instead of surrendering, they chose fear and decided to fight. Believing that their combined strength could overcome the Israelites, they formed a powerful alliance, a coalition of kings who put aside their differences to face a common threat. King Jabin of Hazor, a formidable leader known for his strategic prowess, led the charge. They gathered their armies and chariots, each king bringing his best warriors and most advanced weaponry. They were many in number and very powerful, their forces stretching as far as the eye could see. The sight of their armies was terrifying, a sea of soldiers and chariots ready to crush any opposition. The Israelites faced a crucial test of their faith, their hearts heavy with the knowledge of the formidable alliance against them. Would they trust God to deliver them, as he had done so many times before? Or would fear overcome their faith in this moment of great peril? Their leaders spoke words of encouragement, reminding them of the promises and the power of their God. They prepared for battle, each soldier knowing that their strength lay not in their numbers but in their faith. As dawn broke, the Israelites stood ready, their hearts steeled by the belief that they were not alone. The stage was set for a monumental clash, a battle that would test the resolve and faith of both sides. With determination in their eyes and faith in their hearts, the Israelites awaited the signal to engage. They believed that, just as before, divine intervention would guide them to victory. The clash of armies was inevitable, and the outcome would be determined by courage, strategy, and faith. The Israelites knew that their faith would be their greatest weapon in the face of such overwhelming odds. And so, with hope in their hearts and the belief that they were fighting for a divine cause, they marched forward into the unknown. God spoke to Joshua. He said, "Do not be afraid of them. I have delivered them into your hand. Not one of them shall stand before you." God promised Joshua victory. He assured him that no enemy could stand against them. Imagine the courage this instilled in Joshua. His faith was ignited. He knew that with God on their side, they were already victorious. Joshua didn't hesitate. He didn't question God's command. He gathered the Israelite army. He relayed God's promise of victory. He knew God was faithful. Joshua trusted in God completely. He obeyed God's instructions without question. This is the kind of faith that pleases God. Section 5. The Battle Plan, Divine Strategy. God gave Joshua a simple yet brilliant battle plan. He was to attack the enemy at the waters of Merom. This was a strategic location. God also told Joshua to burn their chariots and hamstring their horses. This would cripple the enemy's mobility and give the Israelites a significant advantage. Section 6. Victory at God's hand, the fall of the kings. The Israelites, empowered by God's promise, fought courageously. They followed Joshua's leadership and God's plan perfectly. The enemy, despite their numbers and strength, panicked and fled. Just as God promised, not a single enemy soldier could stand against the Israelites. The victory was complete and decisive. It was God's victory, not theirs. Section 7. A land at peace, rest after the storm. After the battle, Joshua and his army pursued the fleeing enemy kings. They captured and defeated them all, just as God commanded. The land of Canaan finally had peace. The people could rest from war and begin to build their homes. The victory at the waters of Merom marked a turning point in their conquest of the Promised Land. Section 8. Joshua's leadership, courage and trust. Joshua, a prominent figure in biblical history, stands as a beacon of courage and trust. His story is one of unwavering faith and steadfast leadership, qualities that have inspired countless generations. Joshua's leadership played a vital role in this great victory. His strategic mind and ability to inspire his troops were crucial in overcoming the challenges they faced. He meticulously planned each battle, ensuring that his people were always prepared and motivated. He trusted God completely and obeyed his commands without question. This deep trust was the cornerstone of his leadership. Joshua's faith was not just a personal belief, but a guiding principle that influenced every decision he made. His prayers were a testament to his reliance on divine guidance. He was a man of courage, never wavering in his faith. In the face of adversity, Joshua's courage shone brightly. He led his people with a fearless heart, always ready to face any challenge that came their way. His bravery was a source of strength for his followers. He inspired his people to do the same. Joshua's leadership was not just about commanding, it was about inspiring. He motivated his people to believe in themselves and in their mission. His words and actions instilled a sense of purpose and determination in his followers. His life is a testament to the power of faith and obedience in God. Joshua's story is a powerful reminder of what can be achieved when one places their trust in a higher power. His obedience to God's commands was unwavering, and it brought about miraculous victories. He's a role model for all who desire to be great leaders. Joshua's legacy continues to inspire leaders today. His life exemplifies the qualities of a true leader: courage, trust, faith, and the ability to inspire others. For anyone aspiring to lead, Joshua's story offers invaluable lessons and timeless wisdom. Section 9. Lessons for today, faith in action. The story of Joshua and the battle at the waters of Merom teaches us valuable lessons. It shows us that with God on our side, nothing is impossible. We may face giants in our lives, but with God we can overcome them. We learn that obedience to God brings blessings and victory. When we trust in God and follow His plan, we will always triumph. Section 10. Conclusion, Our God of Impossibility. Joshua's story is an inspiration to us all. It reminds us that God is a God of miracles. He can do the impossible. He is fighting for us. We need to have the faith of Joshua. Let us be obedient and trust his plan. Let us face our giants with courage, knowing that victory is ours through Christ. He will never leave us nor forsake us.